Hey, yes, man, Gerald Peters. This video here's for the Money Flow Trading Society, and I'll publish it here in the petersreport.com for you. I want to do these where I kind of break down a trade. If you enjoy this, let me know. Maybe hit the comments, and maybe we can keep doing this. I'm gonna just real quick. We're just gonna break down one trade from last week. If you're in the MFG in our Discord and get our alerts, you have access to my charts that I'm working with. Not every chart, but any of them that I'm working with, you can get those. And so just get on that, and they're kept in real time. So as I go through updating, you will see your chart will update on your end. Okay. If you haven't figured out how to get the chart packs, you got to have a subscription with stock charts. I like stock charts much better than TradingView. I guarantee you, you'll trade better. It has much better features, much easier to use. Hey, people don't believe me, keep fucking up and doing it wrong. Whatever. Anyway, let me get back to this. I would not use TradingView over stock charts personally. Anyway, here we are. This was Gilead, and if you understand how the B&B trade works, it's called the bread and butter. I think this is the easiest strategy there is to trade in the stock market. I'm surprised more people don't talk about it. It's basically the money flow pattern, and you see it right here. Sideways, up, sideways, down, sideways. You know, that's the classic pattern. Go to page 10. That's what I'm looking for, okay? It doesn't always work perfect. But in this case, we had a solid one. And then look, if we just run a line across, you can see all of this just general stickiness, you know, just in this area, price finds a bid, and they call that demand. This is a demand zone, meaning as price hits it, there's buyers. The opposite of that would be called a supply zone. Now, supply zones and demand zones are not quite the same thing as support and resistance. And I'm not going to get into all that here. I just want you to know they're not quite the same thing. I'm not going to leave this on here. But that general zone, number two thing, it fell below the 200-day moving average. And that, making sure we're on here, that golden line there is used by a lot of institutions. And the stock is considered in a bear market or bearish when it's below it, just generically, kind of like with the money flow, we consider price above the 20-day simple moving average, or the green line here, price above it to be considered bullish, price below it to be considered bearish. And so look, we had bearishness, double bearishness. Now it's below there. Here's the other thing. This is a blue chip stock, a big cap company that pays a 4+% dividend yield, falling underneath the 100. But here's the other thing. Why? Well, if you go look, a lot of the big cap pharmaceutical stocks, Pfizer and others, not all of them, but a lot of them have come down unnecessarily. This is one. The Gilead's fair market price is much higher. Let me see. I think I have it in the newsletter here. Hold on. Where's the newsletter? Come on, man. Did I have it up? UPS. Man, this newsletter is such a treasure. I hope you're taking advantage of it. It's not going to stay free either, by the way. I will offer to grandfather anybody who's been with me a long time on this, make it super cheap for you, just for helping me out. And I mean, it's invaluable. I wish I'd have had it. So here was the beginning of the trade. If you go to last week's newsletter, I said, hey, we got an anchor point. We have a sticky zone or a demand zone in here where shares get picked up. Look, bam, bam. Look how many times this runs up and hits the 200, runs up, hits 200. Well, I like to trade where I win easily. So here, if I have an undervalued large cap stock in a sector that's down, in a market that's hot, where hedge fund managers are going to need to look for laggards, they're going to have to look for opportunities. And that's what we do. I don't FOMO. I'm not chasing Bitcoin. We bought all that last December. I posted on Instagram December 24th, said, don't buy your freeloading children any toys. Buy them Bitcoin and they'll go to college free. I got a lot of hit back on that. A lot of people made fun of me. Cool. Finance your kids' college then. So, I mean, I listen, this is what I do all day, every day, 8 to 10 hours a day. I study charts, markets, read, look at magazines, newspapers. We just study. I have 2 people that help me, and now in stocks. So, and I'm not saying that I know where they're going. I'm just saying when I have conviction about something, it's from dozens and dozens of hours of research, not bullshit, not tickers, not in a Reddit forum, and not from a YouTuber. It's me studying the things. And so I track this. The Money Flow Trading Society tracks 200 assets every day. We break them by what we call the 7 wins. And that would be the Dow Jones, the S&P, the Qs, the TLT, the USO, gold, and Bitcoin. And inside of those are hundreds of plays. And then inside of the S&P, we break down the 11 sectors looking for the laggard sector. This was a laggard sector, blue chip stock set up on an anchor point. You can see right here, here's my anchor point, okay? Anchor point right there. Now, all I need is price to break above the trigger, and that's what we had last week. And then I got a doji reversal. That makes me feel even better. You might say, what's that? I'd say study up, son. Or get my course, come over here, and I log it. You need to be logging your trades. If you're not logging your trades, you're probably not a very good trader. There, I said it. You probably suck, actually. A lot of people actually really, really suck at trading, and it's because they don't put any actual fucking effort into it. So I'm trying to trade on an elite level. I'm trying to get really rich, and I want to make a fortune. And if you're not doing that, I guess we're not doing the same thing. I don't know why you'd bother if you don't want to get rich, but again, I digress. Here's our target. $76. So I picked up 100 shares right down here at around 73.20. And if we run up here, that'll be, $300. I bought that on borrowed money. That's on margin. I only buy the safest, highest paying dividend stocks, quality stocks if I use margin. I would never buy a growth play. I would never buy a penny stock or crypto stuff on margin like that. Not traditional margin like E-Trade margin, okay? And maybe I'll do a class on that, on how you can get paid to day trade using margin, but I ain't going to do that right now. We go up and we're going to take half off here. We should qualify for a dividend this week. So think of all that. Big cap stock in a sector that's lagging, pays a dividend, ex-dividend day coming up this week, and it's below the 200. That's as easy as money as you can get, man. If it gets through there, I'm going to sell half and I'm going to let it drift to the next target, and maybe we hit the Hail Mary target. Again, I'm doing this on margin. So I need to take my gains. This is not buy and hold. I own a lot of this stock, over $10,000 of this stock already in my buy and hold. Or I would have bought some. If I was new, I would have bought some in my buy and hold. And in my other account, you don't want to trade in your buy and hold. Again, if you're trading in your buy and hold, I can pretty much assure that you're a shitty trader. You want to trade over here. You cannot do it in your buy and hold and keep the same mindset, because you'll stop buying and holding, because inside of your buy and hold, you're trading. You have to bucketize these things to make them make sense. Anyway, I hope that trade helps, man. We got plenty more. We've been killing it this year. If you're not into Money Flow Trading Society, man, what is wrong with you, man? I feel like I'm just here. Let me just give you money, man. Come on, man. Get inside with me. Let's trade. I need shooters, man. I need guys that want to make money trading. Maybe that's you. God bless.